Hard conversation. Getting here. We're going to talk. Y'all need to be willing to have the hard conversation. It's a beautiful day, so I'm not going to be on here long because I got to go. I got to go do some stuff. But we're going to talk real fast. You need to be willing to have the hard conversation. That conversation with that person. A lot of y'all come on here for relationship advice. This is not just a romantic relationship advice kind of conversation. It's about all of them. Any relationship you find yourself in. Have the hard conversation that you've been avoiding, because it will give you clarity. That person where you're not sure if they're leading you on or not, talk to them about it. Ask them. What are we? Oh my God, I don't want to scare them away. That's why you need to have the hard conversation. People who want to be in your life want clarity. People who want to waste your time want to avoid hard conversations. I'm going to say it again. People who want to be in your life, they embrace clarity. The people who want to waste your time want to avoid hard conversations. So have the hard conversation. You say, I'm gaining weight. No, I pulled my wisdom tooth out 3 days ago, and so I look like Miss Piggy today. But listen to the conversation that I'm having with you right now rather than worrying about my weight. And even if I was gaining weight, you should be celebrating it. I never understand that with people, especially with women. You all been attacked your whole lives about gaining and losing weight. It will hurt your self-esteem. I don't really care. For me. It will hurt your self-esteem if someone were to walk in and say, you gain weight. But y'all will say this stuff to other people and hurt their feelings. Or not care if you hurt their feelings at all. But then we'll cry to a therapist. Or do whatever it is you do if somebody said it to you. So no. You're being an insensitive jerk. And you only have the courage to do it because you're online. But no, have the conversation. Have the hard conversation. One of the greatest gifts I have learned in my life, now I avoided it for a long time, was having hard conversations with people. Girl, it's the best thing ever. If I'm dealing with a man, and I felt like he was, like in the past, I felt like he was leading me on, I wouldn't talk about it. I'm like, let me spend time with him. Let me try to do this. Let me do that. Let me do what I can do this. And let me try to guess at how he feels. Let me talk to my friends. Girl, okay, so he did this. What you think he feel? What you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? Then, you catch him out in the streets with somebody else. And you're like, why are you with someone else? Like, what you mean? We never said we were together. He's right. You never had the hard conversation. Right? Or I would talk around things. Right? And what I'm here to tell you is that once I learned to start having the hard conversation, girl, it made my life so much better. I am miss hard conversations today. It makes every relationship better. Everything. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't have hard conversations with everyone. I'm going to tell you why. You said it was not meant as an insult. It was just a question. I apologize for it. I appreciate that. We're online, baby. You type that into the window. You gaining weight. You got to work on your sense of emotional awareness. All right? I just wrote that. Picture getting a text message from me in the morning saying, you gained weight. How's that going to make you feel in the morning? So you still accountable for what you said. Whether it's your intention or not. We got to be grown enough to understand how we come across. But, back to what I was saying. Now, you know why I addressed that comment? Because I know that weight is a big issue. Especially for a lot of women. Y'all's weight go up, down, all around. And how people talk about your weight affects how you feel. You know? Maybe just because of my body type. My metabolism is all over the place. I can lose weight, I can gain weight. It's fine. You know, as you can tell, I'm a pretty muscular person. I don't have too many concerns about my body. Right? I show it off constantly. But I also am sensitive to the fact that some things I'm like, that was a stupid statement to say. But what I was saying was this. With having the hard conversations, it has been the most empowering thing for me on earth. Right? The most empowering thing for me on earth. Because now I miss hard conversation. Girl, if you were in my life, I will have a boundary setting conversation with you if we need one. I will have one with you in a minute. You doing something I don't like? Let's talk. Hey, boo. I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z. Don't call me at this time, please. This is my time for resting. I don't like when you call me at this time. I have you on my list of people on my favorites so you can get through to me at any time, rather than you being on my do not disturb list. But you having access to my phone at any time does not mean you should call me at this time. As you know, I go to bed late and I don't want to wake up to a 7 a.m. call. Don't call me in the morning that early, please. I appreciate that. That's me. Baby, I'm confused about how you feel about me. What you mean? I'm confused. Yesterday you told me you felt this way, you felt this way, you felt this way, but then today you're acting very different. I feel like you're being very distant. I could be imagining, but could we have a clarifying conversation, because I kind of need it. I used to be afraid that would push people away, but girl, it does the opposite. Because what it does is, yes, it does push some people away who ain't feeling it. But what it does most importantly is it pulls people closer who actually on the same page as you. And if it don't push them closer and it pulls them away, girl, that's even better, because it clears room in your life for something better. I love that. I love to sit down with someone and be like, hey, what we doing? What we doing? Because you want to touch on me. Move your hand off my girls. You want to touch on me, but I don't know what we doing. Girl, it make it so much better. You scared of pushing somebody away, right? You're scared of pushing somebody away, but what you understand is you're not pushing away anyone if they're meant for you. What you're doing is, if they leave your life because you had a hard conversation with them, what they're doing is they're clearing room in your life for someone who can actually give you what you deserve. What do you deserve? Comment in the window. What do you deserve in a relationship? Do you deserve to be desired? Do you deserve respect? Do you deserve transparency? What do you deserve? What do you deserve? Write that in the window. So if you can be willing to have hard conversations with someone about how they're not meeting your needs, and they choose to run, what they're doing is they're creating room in your life for someone who can give it to you. Some of y'all ain't getting what you want. You don't have the kind of man you want because you still dealing with this man who won't give you clarity. You only got 24 hours in a day. You only have but so much energy. You only have but so much time available. So all this energy that you're giving to this man who can't give you what you want is taking away energy from freeing yourself up to actually be open to someone who can give you what you deserve. You say you deserve to be seen. You deserve respect, loyalty, love, desire. Someone that actually wants to be with you. So if I'm not sure that somebody actually wants to be with me having a conversation with them, baby, I don't feel desired by you. What you mean? Why don't you feel that way? Well, for example, I text you. Sometimes you text me back in an hour. Sometimes I don't hear from you for days. To be quite honest with you, I don't know. Maybe it's just my own instincts, but sometimes I even question if you're with someone else, even though you tell me you're only with me. And here's some examples of why. Baby, I feel like you're avoiding to have hard conversations with me. What do you mean? Well, when I bring up topics with you, you usually just avoid them or change the subject or try to turn it around on me, or you just shut down. I want him to squirm. You should want that. Let me move this back. I'm sitting so close to the wall. You should want him to squirm. You should want him to be uncomfortable. If he's not going to give you what you deserve, you should want him to feel scared and to push away. Baby, I got to go. That's what you want. That's what you want in that moment. You want him to clear himself out so he can make room for somebody that you deserve. It always gets better, baby. When you make a decision in your own best interest, to confront somebody who's not meeting your needs and not giving you what you deserve, and they end up running from you, or the relationship doesn't work out, girl, guess what that means? That means that you just got the gift from God, the universe, however you want to view it. You got a gift, you got a message that you needed. It is time to move on. You said folks think it's exciting to chase someone who doesn't desire them. Exactly. It's not. It's unhealthy. Girl, let me tell you this. I used to be afraid of hard conversations. I don't know what it was. I thought that by me confronting you, it was going to somehow or another, I don't know. I thought maybe you would reject me or get mad at me. I thought that it'd be uncomfortable. I don't know what I thought the consequences would be. I knew it wouldn't kill me, but I thought there was some unknown consequence or set of consequences I was trying to avoid. And so for decades, I avoided it. Girl, it wasn't a good thing. It don't help you in life, love, business. It don't help you in no area. And somebody wrote here, why are you gay? Why are you blocked? Why are you blocked? I'm blocking them. That was a hard conversation for me. I wanted to block you. But no. I don't know what I thought the issue would be. But I was scared of something. And I don't know what, I think you know what got me over it, honestly, what got me over that hump? I dealt with so much heartache in my life. Pain. Emotionally, spiritually, financially. And when I look back, I was like, damn, that could have all been avoided by just a conversation. That could have been avoided by a conversation. So, I said, if I want my life to get better, I gotta start doing some different things. And one of the things I chose to do is start confronting things. Now, one of the things I said earlier was you have to be careful about who you confront. So when I say I confront things, that doesn't mean I confront everybody about everything. I confront people about things that I believe I have a future with, or things that I need to get clarity on so that I can move on to my future. Let me address the first way. If you are somebody, let me phrase it differently. I confront people who are safe to confront. I think that's a much clearer way to put it. I confront people who are safer to confront. If you are someone who has a deep history of not accepting responsibility for anything, I'm not confronting you about my feelings about you, because I know that you historically don't take responsibility for anything. So why would I set myself up to go through an emotionally abusive experience? Because confronting someone who doesn't take responsibility for anything is emotionally abusive to yourself. Because people don't take responsibility, don't just deny things. Oh no, they go much further than that. They try to turn it around on you and make it your fault. You ever confronted somebody about something and by the end of the conversation, somehow or another they've made a whole speech about what's wrong with you? That's not the person that deserves your confrontation. That's the person that just deserves for you to leave their life. They're not healthy enough to be in adult relationships. Excuse me. Or you confront somebody about something and they try to gaslight you. They try to act like it never happened. Or they try to act like, girl, that's the past. I don't know why you still on it. I'm over it. Why can't we move on? What's wrong with you? Or, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not saying they're crazy, but they try to talk to you like you crazy. You see what I'm saying? What is the point of confronting them? You know what this experience is going to be, so that's not the person I confront. They show me who they are. God has already shown me who they are. Life is showing you who they are. The message is clear. It's time to move on. You confronting them is just an emotionally draining experience that you're doing as a way to keep from having to let them go. You're delusional. You think that if I confront them one more time, it's going to get better. No, I don't confront those kind of people. I also don't confront people who have a history of not taking accountability with other people. What I think you think I'm going to be? I think I'm supposed to think I'm going to be the one person in your life you're going to take accountability from? No, I'm not confronting you. I confront people who show me that they have the ability to hear, that they have the ability to be a safe space for my truth. That's number one. Number two, because some people you may not know that well. Let's say you're dating somebody, you don't really know how they take responsibility for things, so it could be early. I confront people who I know I want to give more energy into my life. I want to give more space in my life. But I'm not sure if I should yet. They're at the door of my life, and I'm not sure if I should let them in. That's the best time. When you're just getting to know somebody, you're dating them, whatever it may be in those beginning stages, and you know you want them close in your life, or you think you might want them close in your life, but you're not sure yet, Confront, 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 confront. The beginning of a relationship should be full of conversations, both beautiful ones and hard ones. What sense does it make to get super close to somebody that you barely know? To get super close to someone that hurts you. You say, how do you deal with the pain after you walk away? By preparing before you confront them. By being clear about what you deserve. Because when I'm clear about everything that I deserve in a relationship, I deserve a man to love me consistently. I deserve a man not to lead me on. I deserve a man to be a trustworthy space for me. I deserve a man to be consistent. I deserve a man that makes me feel as desired as I make him feel desired. I deserve a man who supports me. When I'm clear about all the things I deserve, and I'm clear with myself about what I'm not getting from this one, or from that person or whoever, and then I confront them to say, hey, I'm not getting my needs met. Or I feel like this happened or that's happening. And they choose to walk away. I have to choose to walk away after that confrontation. I feel empowered because I know that I'm walking away from something that couldn't meet my needs. You only remain in deep pain about walking away from something when you have not been honest with yourself about the fact that it doesn't deserve you. When you can be clear with yourself about the fact that it doesn't deserve you, you will run from it happily. A lot of times the pain that we experience when we have to walk away from someone is not because we desire that thing so much. It's because we are still deluding ourselves to believe that somehow or another that little bit that they give us is enough for us to settle for. We've convinced ourselves to fall in love with toxicity. I don't want to let him go. I love him. I miss him. No, you don't. You miss the fantasy of what you hope he become because you were never honest with yourself about who he actually is. You hear what I'm saying? Because when you can actually look at someone for the truth of who they are, and they can't meet your needs, and they refuse to meet your needs, and the very act of confronting them makes them walk away or force you to have to walk away, baby, you won't want them. If you walk away from me simply because I had to come to you to tell you that you're not meeting my needs in this area, and I know that these are needs that I deserve to have met, that any of us deserve to have met, I'm not going to miss you like that for real. Because you shown me you can't give me my needs. You shown me that you're going to hurt me more and more. You show me I'm not a priority to you. You show me we don't see eye to eye. Hell yeah, I'm good. Bye-bye, baby. I love you to death. I wish you the best. Y'all sitting up here broken heart over people that you still fantasizing about. When I say fantasizing, meaning you still living in a fantasy of who they are. I miss him. And this go beyond romantic relationships. This go into family. This go into friends. This go into every other area. I miss my relationship with so-and-so. No, you don't. You don't miss that relationship. You miss living in the fantasy that relationship was healthy. So at some point in time, you ignored the signs consistently enough that you could be in a relationship with them. We do that. Sometimes we ignore the signs about people and who they actually are just so we can hold on to a relationship with them. And if we start believing that the fantasy that we create of them in our mind, we start believing that that's real. Then when we finally got to let them go, or they finally let us go, after some confrontation that puts the truth on the table, then we talking about we miss them. You don't miss them, baby. You miss the fantasy that you was living in. Because if you really look at it, they was probably never all these things that you imagined them to be. They wasn't honest. They wasn't trustworthy. They was probably talking about you behind your back. They probably wasn't loyal to you. They was leading you on. They manipulated you. They minimized your feelings. They was jealous of you. Mm-hmm. This apple good, girl. Oh, shoot. It's good. Mm-hmm. You don't miss them, baby. That's why I tell you, write down a list of what you deserve out of this relationship. This relationship that you're struggling on, should I let it go, should I not? Should I let it go, should I not? Write down a list of what you deserve in a relationship. What you deserve in a relationship. What you deserve. What do you deserve? What do you deserve? Listen. And then after you write that in a list, listen. Then here's what I want you to do. Ask yourself, which of those things you wrote on that list does that person actually give you? If they not checking at least 90% of those boxes, baby, then they ain't the one for you. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go in a minute. Because I ain't going to be here for a long time. I did a 2.5, 3 hour live. 2.5 hour, 3 hour live about 2 days ago. What was it, Friday? I think it was. Friday night. It was Friday. Anyway, girl, I did my time, okay? I'm going to share this post later for y'all so y'all can rewatch it, baby, okay? But let them go, baby. You deserve something more.